So Governor Cuomo has just resigned. A lot of people sending me DMs like, yo, your work is done. Look what you did. You got him out of here.
Yep.
I don't think that I played any part in getting him out of here. I think that he was probably getting a little handsy with these girls. And
But you'll take the credit for getting him out of here.
I will take the credit.
Okay.
Hey,
100%.
listen, we're feminists, dude.
Yeah.
You can't disrespect women and let us. You not get
Not
on
on my
watch.
watch.
Yeah.
And
Not
you can't
on my
disrespect
watch.
Italians.
You can't. Wait, what was he doing to Italians?
Well, he said, I'm not perverted, I'm just Italian.
That is true.
And that's offensive to Italians that are listening to it, being like, hey, we're also perverted too.
Exactly. Exactly. Why would you take perversion away from Italian
That's what I'm
culture?
saying, right?
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not a pervert, I'm just Italian. It's like, bro, own it.
So insulting, dude.
You
It's
be
so
both.
insulting.
I am perverted and I'm
and
Italian.
I'm Italian.
Exactly.
Or just say I'm Italian. Just say I'm
It's
Italian.
double
and
whammy.
it's an umbrella and everything's underneath it. And I don't think any Italians were upset about this. Do you guys think?
No chance.
I mean, this guy has daughters. I'd be really curious to see how he feels if someone treated his daughters like that.
Ooh.
Would he look at them and be like, are you Italian? And then they were
Oh,
like,
you're
yes.
Italian,
And
no big
oh,
deal.
it's okay. Try to finger my daughter. That's totally fine.
Come
You're
over, we'll have
Italian,
chicken
bro.
parm. We'll talk
You're
about it.
Italian.
I
Get
love
your
this pizza
business.
spot. This is one of my favorite pizza spots.
Oh, just smell the seat that she sat on because you're Italian.
Yeah,
It's
sniff her
totally
garlic
fine.
knot.
Please. That's all that matters. You're Italian. That's the excuse for everything, right?
Yeah.
Let thousands of people die because they're old. You stuffed them into this home and you write a book about it.
Yeah.
It's an Italian thing.
Exactly, yes.
It's our culture.
They all live together. They're very family oriented. They're communal.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
That's
like
and
put
if
everyone
they're
in the same
not
house.
family oriented, stuff them in the COVID den and let them die.
It's what Mussolini would have done.
Yes, he would
That was-
have.
That is the greatest
Yeah.
Italian leader.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you remember when
God.
Mussolini said that? They tried Mussolini. He said, I'm not a dictator or a fascist.
I'm Italian! Oh! Hickory dickory dock!
I sent your grandma to the dock. I feel like I could have done better with that.
Jack and Jill went up the hill. I fingered my maid. What? Is that how it goes? My name is Governor Cuomo.
Yeah.
What's another Andrew Dice Clay line?
I only know the Hickory Dickory
Yeah,
Dock.
Mother Goose.
Mother Goose.
I don't know what happens after that.
No, what is it? Something she left. What was it? Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Jack and something. Oh, God, I'm forgetting it, dude. I'm having a moment.
Yeah, no. don't worry
Man,
about it.
shit.
Yeah.
I completely forgot, dude. Like everybody that Cuomo killed during COVID. You see that? A little memory lapse? Did you forget about that when you wrote a book about it? You piece of shit. What a piece of shit. If he didn't write the book, it's defensible.
Yeah.
If he didn't
you,
write the
to
book.
you, to
No,
you,
no, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Like if he didn't write the book, he can lie and say, I didn't touch anybody inappropriately.
Right.
And he can say, we did the best that we possibly could. We didn't know it was going to happen in this way, and we
Right.
so regret it. But when you lead, you have to make decisions, and people end up dying because of those decisions, and that's the cost of leadership. And I think you could have like bowed out gracefully, right? But the fact that he wrote the book,
It's so
knowing that
trash,
he hid the
dude.
numbers,
It's so trash.
get it, dude. Cannot come back.
Yeah.
Cannot come
That'd
back.
be like if OJ wrote a book, like If I Did It. You know what I mean? It's just you're rubbing salt in the wound. You know what I mean?
Yo, OJ's a legend.
Cuomo's
dude.
walking around New York like, dude, I'm afraid I might be near the governor that killed everyone.
Yo,
you know
what's interesting? OJ is a pariah. You can't be around him. I know Al wants him on the podcast.
Yep.
It would make me feel uncomfortable to have
Yep.
him on the podcast because
Pussy.
he killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Governor
Cuomo
Cuomo
killed
killed
thousands.
thousands of people. Alex Jones.
If you want to get on our podcast, you got to kill thousands of people.
You got to
know
kill
what I mean?
thousands.
Like,
I mean,
we'll have
Alex
Cuomo.
Jones just said people didn't die. He just said people didn't die. And then that guy's completely canceled.
Yeah.
Cuomo killed thousands of people.
It is a good point.
Thousands of people he killed. He killed that. He made a decision
Okay.
to kill thousands of people.
Okay,
Right?
all right.
He said thousands of people are fucking dead because of decisions I make, and I'm gonna lie about it, sweep it under the rug.
Then write a book about how great of a job I did. He patted his own back for killing those people. He celebrated his murders.
Celebrated it, and
Poke
he's
a hole in it,
canceled
Al.
for patting some Fanny. That's what he's canceled
That
for
is
because
odd.
Fanny came up to him and he just pat.
He also did worse stuff, though.
What did he do?
I think he was, Al was saying he went under the shirt.
was a
and
groper.
Bro. That's Italian.
Oh,
That's
I'm so-
Italian,
I'm
dude.
sorry.
You,
Oh, my
listen,
God.
you're honestly, You're not respecting other cultures,
Dude, I'm so
There are
sorry,
certain
dude.
cultures that you have to respect. And like he said, this is an Italian thing. If a girl walks by him with a skirt, he has to lift it up.
Yeah.
He has to lift it up. It's Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
He has to lift it up, and you have to smell her fanny, dude.
Yeah.
Do you see that big fucking mug of his?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think that big mug isn't huffing anus nonstop in the office, dude?
Nonstop.
Yeah.
Come on, Mark. Have some respect.
No, I was
That's
walking,
why
yeah.
Italians got big noses, so they can take it all in.
Yeah.
Sniff.
Nah,
Not
I
me.
can understand.
I'm not Italian.
Yeah.
This big nose is not used for smelling fanny as
You
it
know
walks
what?
by.
He's ruining the name Andrew. This
He's
motherfucker.
ruining the name Andrew,
dare
dude.
he?
Also, what self-respecting Italian names their kid Andrew? That's
Yeah.
not an Italian name. Andrea or something like that. Andres, I don't know what it is. But Andrew is a strong Scottish name.
And Chris? Oh, Christopher for Columbus, I guess.
I guess. Who even
Yes.
knows where that cock is from? Right? Running away from his problems, little bitch. I want to go to the end of the horizon. I think the world is wound. I think it's wound, the world. What
Oh
a
my
pussy.
Oh, man, that's
What
so
did he
funny.
do?
Sailed the wrong way.
Sailed the
Dumbass.
wrong way.
Yeah.
How you go the wrong way, dumbass? It's the very beginning.
Yeah, I wish he got to y'all.
Hey, honestly, Delta might not be happening if he did. So.
That's a good ass point.
Yeah.
That's a good ass
This
point.
is
That's a good ass point.
we're doing reparations for American Indians. We're giving y'all some sickness for once.
Wait a minute, keep going.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
see,
Keep
you
going.
guys killed all the other Indians with
Wow.
your fucking smallpox blankets.
Yeah.
We kill you guys with our
Blanket
water.
thing is out of. Come on, there's no way. How many blankets are given out? How many blankets? How many blankets?
It's what? How they got to share the blanket. It's
Yeah.
one blanket. They're cold. There's only so many.
Okay, so
buffalo
we gave
pelts.
2 or 3 blankets, and then all the Native Americans just died.
It's a contagious disease.
Son,
But
It's
nobody
one
talks.
disease in Wuhan.
Nobody talks
one
about-
disease in Wuhan.
Nobody
from
talks-
one scientist.
Nobody talks about how well they slept, and I think that's the important thing. Is that's the first
They
time in
slept
their
too
life-
well. That's the problem.
They slept. They
Andrew.
took the great sleep. They had the great sleep.
Yeah.
The great sleep, the one that lasted forever.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's the problem.
But that's
That's
the thing.
against
This
your own
blanket
point.
thing, I don't buy it. I think maybe it
you
happened
don't buy
once.
it?
Bro, where do you
How
think
many blankets? What, you come into the new free world and you bring 75 blankets?
Where do you
Son,
think your
you-
blankets are from? Where do you think they're from? They're,
Pottery Barn.
They're from China. From Pottery Barn, exactly.
They're not from
China.
China.
They
I
are
don't
from
get my
China.
blankets from
and then
China.
you got COVID.
I don't get anything
Oh,
from China.
shit.
New Balance, American made, okay? Stone Island, England, okay? Carhartt, American made,
American.
okay? Yeah. What do you got on?
All his shit is Chinese.
You want to talk about? You want to talk
One
about
way or
Chinese
another.
shirts?
Yeah.
If you want to talk about Chinese
That's
shirts,
how I got it.
We're not going to talk about Alex's shirt. That's what we're not going to do. Is talk about Alex's shirt right now. If we're bringing up Chinese shirts.
Hey, R.I.P. Chicks. My bad.
Whoa!
Hey,
Get the fuck out of here!
You stupid.
Dickory dog!
I still think Cuomo needs to write the book. I know we talked about this before. He's got to write the book on not sexually harassing women.
Oh.
Yeah. We talked about it before, but I think it's still worth doing.
He has to write the book about how to
He
not
wrote the book
sexually
about how
harass.
to handle a pandemic, even though he
Yes.
killed a bunch of people.
Or it's not even about not sexually harass. He has to write the book about how to do office HR.
Yes.
He wrote the book about how to handle a pandemic. Write the book about how to handle your office.
Yeah.
Italians
It
got
could be
it.
a self-help
100%.
book even. It could do that. The
Self-help.
Secret. Call it The Secret. 'Cause that's what he told his
100%.
that's what he told his staffers. Like
it is definitely a
secret.
secret. I love this idea. I think it's a great idea. I think that what was some of his rules, right? He had
Yeah.
that one rule where like women have to sit on stools but upside down. So he makes them turn upside down and then just pick a peg and then you sit on that and that's where you do your work
That's
from.
just to make sure everyone has a seat.
Exactly.
Just open-minded.
All
You-
3 women sit back to back on that stool.
Uh-huh.
Slot it down, okay? And then what happens afterwards?
Okay.
Shave off the stool into a cacio e pepe. Okay, that's how he makes the parmesan.
Yeah.
He
Tell me when.
grates
Tell
the
me when.
sa- Real talk. I think he has to do that. What are we
Mm-hmm.
gonna call it?
I like The Secret. I think The Secret's good. How to win friends and harass your staff.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
could be good.
What else?
That's good.
Yeah.
The sexual harasser next door. You know what
The
I mean?
sexual harasser next door. That's good. Okay. What is that book called? The Dummies or the Idiots Guy?
Oh, yeah, for dummies.
Yeah.
What is it?
Sexual harassment for dummies?
Sexual harassment for no, it's just
Office
office
HR for
management.
dummies.
It's
You're
like
right.
office
Yeah.
HR for dummies,
right.
right? Okay. How to finger women you don't know when they come close to you for dummies.
For Italians.
For Italians, it's the culture.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I always get confused. I'll walk down the street with my girl and someone hollers at her. And I'm like, "Are you Italian?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, that's fine."
Yo, if
I
it's
agree.
a-
I'll dap him up. I'll be like, "Yeah, of course, dude. If he's German, I'm gonna fight him."
You have to fight him.
I know.
But
If he's
Italian,
Portuguese,
it's
Brazilian,
different.
whatever, I gotta fight him.
It's a cultural thing. We
Yeah.
have to respect culture. Don't
Yeah.
we respect culture? Do you know what I mean? I
That's a
think
good point.
That's what American progressives say. They're like, listen, I understand in certain countries they take the gays up to the highest building and they see if they can fly.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
They do that. And then
Yeah.
Americans go, we have to respect these other cultures. We cannot intervene.
Yes.
Italians have a culture.
Uh-huh.
That's all Andrew Cuomo is saying. Maybe he's from a specific part of Italy, which is way more rapey than the other parts, right? And that's why he has to constantly fondle tits and try to finger girls. He's
Right.
sticking fingers in slits. The guy's a slit-fingered, chip-nippled sauce monkey.
No, that was nice.
He is that.
done.
No, he is that, dog.
Yeah.
He is that.
Well done.
He's a slit-fingering, chip-nippled sauce monkey. I said it again. I'll say it 3 times fast. He'll appear right now and try to finger us all. Okay?
No,
It's like Candyman,
No,
dude.
I think he is from. His family's from Nipples.
Whoa!
Or Naples. I meant Naples. I meant Naples. I meant Naples. I'm
Mark,
sorry.
did you have a little slip up right
No, I
there?
meant Naples.
Dude, you keep slipping up like that. I'll have Alex finger bang you right now, okay? While you sit in that goddamn seat. Payback's a bitch. Okay? Payback is a bitch.
He's gonna pay my back. That's what-
Real talk. Okay? Honestly, Cuomo, you need to put some respect on him. Okay?
He's Italian. It's just respect the culture, not
Yeah.
Cuomo. Respect his culture.
That's the thing.
I don't
yeah.
think that that's Italian culture, but that's how he's characterizing
That's what
it.
he
And
said,
as
yeah.
a non-Italian,
Who am I to question an
Who am I?
Italian?
Who am I? Who
Yeah.
am I? I mean, we say this all the time. Who am I to speak on behalf of black people? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The perfect person. But outside of that, who am I to speak on behalf of Indians? I'm not Indian.
Exactly.
Okay? Who am I to speak on behalf of French?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
gays.
Or gays.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay? I'm not that.
Yes.
Okay? Who am I to speak on behalf of
Italians.
Italians? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of one for me.
Scots.
Scots. Okay? Scots, Germans, Irish. I'll speak on behalf of them. Americans. I'll speak on behalf of Americans.
Exactly.
I can't speak on behalf of
That's
Italians.
the thing. People might call you ugly, and you're like, "I'm not ugly. I'm just Scottish."
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And that's the thing. That's just your culture. That's your culture, bro. That's what I'm saying. Akaash is like, "I don't smell. I'm just Indian." And we're like, "Yeah, of course."
So the way it's coming out of that cup. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, got him.
Got him.
And one for you.
Shit! Oh, Rocket, that's what that's for. All right.
Culturally respectful.
All right. What a podcast.
Yeah, this guy's not violent. He's just Scottish.
That's better. Okay. Okay.
Now,
Jeez.
called you
I'm
ugly,
trying to
dog.
respect your
He
culture,
called
bro,
you
and you got
ugly,
mad at
dog.
me.
You gonna take that? He called you ugly.
I'm the
dog.
most handsome man in
He called you
entertainment.
ugly, dog.
I'm the most handsome
Son,
man in
Mark,
entertainment.
you ugly,
Alex,
dog.
Alex, don't even start, okay? And also with his forehead, let's not get into it, okay? Let's not get into it.
Also, he said Indians smell as if he didn't smell
No,
himself.
I said you don't smell. I said you're just Indian.
Son.
You don't smell. You're
I
just an
said-
Indian guy.
I'll accept that from them, but not you.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. He smells the worst, but he's also French. They do have
That's
a
true.
little odor to them. Okay.
true.
So,
He ain't French, son.
yeah, that's right. No, are you French?
I was born in France. That counts.
Okay.
You
it doesn't
wasn't
matter.
born in France.
Where was I born?
You weren't.
Where was I born?
You weren't. You were born here,
Where?
and then you moved over there.
No,
for,
I was born in Paris.
He's lying.
Is that a lie?
He's lying. Dead ass. You're lying. You weren't born there.
Why would I lie about it?
Miles says he wasn't born there. Miles told me he was not
Wow.
No.
Wow.
He's been lying?
I've been lying.
Is this
bro.
the Balayage part 2?
Bro, I had to impress you guys
Why would that impress us?
because I'm French.
Yeah, but we don't care about that.
Well, I
we
didn't know
hate
that.
We resent that.
I'm going.
Yeah, you're going.
I'm going
there.
for a weekend. It's nice for a weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what my parents said too when I was born there. Then they left.
Well, don't take your girl to Italy because God knows what'll happen there.
Why? What will happen?
Wait, what will happen?
I mean, Italian culture.
Again, we don't know if that's Italian culture. I know plenty of Italians that do not.
Are you really going to
sexually
question?
assault
it's
people
also
all
not
the time.
wrong if Italians do it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. What I'm trying to say is he's characterizing Italians in a way that might piss off
But
Italians.
how can you question an Italian?
I'm just saying, I'm not going to go out
Check
there
your
and say that
privilege,
this
Andrew.
is all Italians. I'm not going to do that because he might be mischaracterizing Italians.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. Because I have plenty of Italian friends, and they're not just walking around trying to finger girls' slits.
Yeah, ciao
all the
bello,
time.
they don't do that.
They don't do that shit.
No.
Okay, that might just be him and maybe his specific region. I know that Italy's very tribal, and maybe that's what he's trying to say. Okay, But I know that he's out there. He's kissing guys. He said this himself. He's like, I kiss guys. I grab girls. I do this. I grab powerful people. There was a picture with him and Clinton. He's like grabbing Clinton's face, kissing him.
Well, a lot of people grab Clinton's face and kissed him.
I don't know if it was that way or the other way around. All right, guys, we're going to take a break from this exclusive Patreon clip that you can find at patreon.com/flagrant2 because I got to make sure that you got the hardest dick you've ever had in your life. Yes, I'm taking it upon myself to make sure your dick is hard. And if you're a girl watching this, ladies, your man's dick should be even harder than it is. You want to have a fun night? You want to have a fun weekend? Well, Blue Chew is going to provide that for you, okay? You're going to be blowing backs out with the Blue Chew. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. It's the same active ingredients as inside Cialis or Viagra, but this is the chew. This is the one we work with. This is the one that we make sure our girls are satisfied with. If you got a girl you're trying to leave an amazing first impression on, it's Blue Chew. You got a wife that you need to give a romantic night to, it's Blue Chew. You got a side piece that needs great dick delivered, it's Blue Chew. And you're going to get it for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping at BlueChew.com. Use the promo code Andrew, okay? That's BlueChew.com, promo code Andrew. You get it for free. All you got to do is pay $5 for shipping, and you can have the hardest dick in your life. Make sure you use it responsibly. Now let's get back to this exclusive Patreon. Okay, so what's the takeaway from this? What's the takeaway?
Don't sexually harass women is one
That's
potential
one.
takeaway.
I also learned a lot about Italian culture personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been curious about that culture for a long time.
Yeah.
Nice to know.
Yeah.
Nice to know.
Don't go to Olive Garden
Okay,
because if there's Cuomo type Italians there, it could be not as fun.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Alex, what did you take away from this?
I don't know which one is worse. I still don't know.
Between?
Verdict's up. Killing old people or groping women.
Or groping women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess what you're saying is they're both horrible.
Horrible.
Like
Yeah.
groping women is so
Yeah.
bad that it's
Yeah.
almost akin to
Like, I think
killing
he
old people.
should have resigned for killing the old people, but it was the 11 women.
because
that
he
took
killed
him
the
out.
old people by mistake. He groped the women on purpose.
Oh, that's a good point.
But
That's a good
death
point.
is death
Important
is,
distinction.
Death is bad though.
Death
I'd rather get killed than have someone assault me.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how they're assaulting me. They might
Son.
assault you in a way that makes you want to die.
He fingered
that's a
my
good point.
ass. I'd rather that happen than be dead right now.
You'd rather your
Oh.
ass get fingered than be dead.
You did get-
Actually.
No, you would rather get bent over and then someone just
No,
fucking dig away with
whoa,
their two
whoa,
fingers.
come on.
It
This
was
guy's
not
crazy.
with my consent. I did not bend over. He took it.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if you got bent over and someone was just jamming gun finger into your ass, would you be okay with that?
I don't know. I think death might be better than that one.
Then be dead.
Yeah.
All right, fair
Might
enough.
be.
Okay, so Cuomo gets what was coming to him. Now, what about Chris Cuomo? What about the brother, CNN? Some people saying he's got to go.
Yeah.
Might gotta go.
Complicit.
Because wasn't he an advisor?
Yep.
Yeah,
So he was
apparently.
aware of these things.
Yep.
Hypothetically speaking, he's aware of these things. Let his brother put out the book, promoted that fucking book, promoted his brother, saying he's the best. They had their stupid little brotherly love, FaceTime calls or
Yeah,
Zoom
yeah.
calls on the air, teasing everybody. Oh, go
Yeah.
see mom. Oh, where's mom? I know there's a lot of moms that aren't to be seen anymore
Oh, yeah,
because
that's
of
a
both
good
of
point.
you, right?
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
So should he be accountable for what's happening?
Maybe Chris Cuomo is the real Italian. He didn't snitch. He basically took a blood oath. He said,
that's a good
nothing, you can't get my brother through me. I'm not a fucking stool pigeon.
He's not Afredo. We always thought he was Afredo.
That's
not.
actually a good
He's
point.
not Afredo.
He rides.
He rides. He's
Yeah.
ride or die. That's interesting. He's ride or die.
I would, if Chris Cuomo's like, what? I'm just Italian. I'd be like, nah, that makes sense. That
He's
one,
Italian.
that one
Yeah.
makes
He's
sense.
Italian.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Chris Cuomo's Italian, dude.
Yeah, you can chalk up anything to Italian. It's
Yes,
good.
you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Okay, so but what do you think happens with him? Because we all the time try to hold Facebook accountable for misinformation that's out there. We try to hold these different platforms, Instagram, Twitter, accountable for misinformation and spreading of fake news and the effects of the spread of that fake news. Well, what happens if you suppress news? What happens if you work as the person who delivers the news to the people and you actively suppress and help somebody who was murdering thousands of old people?
Well, they say he wasn't allowed to talk about it, which is convenient.
Which is convenient, but that happened afterwards.
Yeah.
While it was happening, he was allowed to talk about it and chose not to while he was also advising his brother.
Right.
So he's on the payroll. He's getting a couple shekels from the family, right? While at the same time running coverage for his ass on CNN and calling out everybody and their mother on his channel.
That's the issue. That's where you fuck yourself. If you're CNN, especially those nighttime guys, it's very pious, it's very self-righteous. Everybody else's behavior is deplorable. You advise your brother who's doing that kind of deplorable shit, now you gotta go.
Interesting
It's
thing.
akin to writing a book. It's the fucking news reporter equivalent of writing a book about what a great job you're doing.
What is
and
there to
then-
talk about today? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's a few thousand old people that aren't around anymore, but who
Exactly.
cares? Let's not
Yeah.
talk about that. We'll talk about the death numbers every single day on this network. We'll talk about how deadly the virus
Damn,
is
yeah.
every single day on this network. We'll have a ticker
fucking running
of how
tally.
many people have died. The last thing we'll do is say the old people that were stuffed in the home by my brother and that I knew about, potentially or allegedly knew about.
Yeah, this number's a little lower than it should be because we're not counting those deaths. That's a little wild. You gotta go.
So there might be something about just being governor of New York, because apparently this is the second governor of New York that resigned over sexual misconduct.
Who was the last one? The
Elliot
blind guy?
Spitzer.
Oh, Spitz.
Oh, legend.
Apparently,
Actually,
got,
nope, not a legend.
Yeah, no, I take that back.
Yeah, I forgot.
Glad you corrected yourself.
fucking Missy Elliott over here. Have you ever been at a friend?
Wasn't he taking nudes while babysitting?
No,
Did
isn't
you
that
hear about
Anthony
that?
Weiner?
That was Anthony
Oh,
Weiner.
That was
Anthony
Weiner,
Weiner,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Yo, son, that's a wild boy, son. He's babysitting his kid and sending nudes
I
out
think
to
there's also
underage
some
girls.
underage shit.
It was underage girls, son.
You
Not
better,
a
you
legend,
better
not a
miss that
legend.
shit.
Yo, Al, just shut the fuck up for the next few minutes so this podcast doesn't get canceled.
Nah, they're legendary pedophiles. That's what I was trying to say,
Oh,
bro.
God,
Come on, bro.
I didn't let you finish.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I'm
that's
sure.
exactly better, but I see what you're saying.
No.
Okay.
The
But yeah, no,
worst
he
scum.
got in trouble with the prostitutes in 2008.
Spitzer.
Spitzer did.
I think
Oh,
soliciting
come on,
sex
bruh.
across state lines, is that what they got him on?
Across state. I've never. If anyone ever says across state lines, I'm like, what does that mean? I don't even understand.
It's called
Prostitutes,
the Mann Act or something like that.
prostitutes across state lines?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chappelle had a joke about it once. I think it's called the Mann Act.
Yeah.
It was like some old law that they got him on or something like that. That was passed apparently to get Jack Johnson, who loved fucking white girls and he was the first black heavyweight. And they just wanted to bring him down. So they were like, let's pass that
He
law.
knows a lot about this law right here, bro. You know a lot about this law. You know who went
Yeah,
down
hey,
for
you gotta
it.
know the
son.
law to evade the law. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So wait,
Shit.
so what happened?
But nah, he resigned. So now Cuomo's the second governor to resign over sexual misconduct in the last 12 years?
Do you think it's possible that there's a straight politician that is over 60 years old that hasn't been
Ooh, fuck, good question.
handsy or weird to women that were close to them?
Obama.
Yo,
Hey, maybe, I don't know.
I said straight, but I think that Obama.
Wow. wow.
think
He's
that-
just got-
You're not going to
Obama
do
He
that.
falls
just
out.
turned
Don't do
over 60 and Obama been done for
Oh yeah, that's true.
8 years now.
He doesn't
Yeah.
qualify because he just.
That's
turned
right.
60.
He's not.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not 60. He
Okay.
just turned 60. Okay. Yeah. Do we think there is?
And now he's
The-
Cuomo and a lot
But
of
this
old
is
people
why-
at his
this is
birthday
why I
party.
asked.
This is why all
Hey,
these women
relax.
say we need reform.
Well, and I think they might be right. But this is why they ask. I don't think that we need reform for the average person. So this is what's tricky, right? Politicians are supposed to represent the average man or the average woman, right? And they have this uncanny ability to be relatable, right? You hear them speak and you're like, oh my God, that guy really reflects some things that I see in me. Like Bill Clinton apparently is so fucking charismatic when you meet him. He makes you think like you're the most amazing person, the most interesting person he's ever spoken to, right? So we see...
Does flashcards with, some of his dates and...
Wait, does he?
Yeah, exactly. On the plane to Epstein's Island. That's what he does.
This
He's known
guy's
for that.
Wild boy over here, bro.
What?
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Bill Clinton does that, yeah.
Yeah?
He's very friendly, yeah.
All right.
You didn't
anyway,
know that?
Anyway,
I know.
these are all allegedly,
Yeah.
okay? You fucking
Yeah.
piece of shit. He's a victim.
Yeah, allegedly
Okay?
charismatic, excuse me.
Andrew Cuomo was assaulting this man. The guy's a victim. Hurt people. How you know it didn't start with Cuomo? And then after that, he was like, I need to go to that island. I need to do what was done to me to someone else.
shit.
That's right.
Okay? Cuomo's
Yeah.
the first vampire.
Yes.
He bit Clinton.
What's the
Now
opposite
Clinton,
of retirement home? Epstein's Island.
That's what I'm
Exactly,
talking about.
yeah.
Exactly.
I see what you're
Okay.
saying.
Now, so back to this point. Which I forgot. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah. So,
Politicians are supposed to represent the people.
yeah, so the politicians represent the people. We think that they are like us, and that is their shtick. That's their gimmick. And convincing us,
gift.
their gift is convincing us they're just like us. They're one of the people, but they also can lead the people, and they have these great ideas. They're going to take care of us, right? What we often don't see in these people, but is true, is an insatiable desire for power. Insatiable. If you want to be a politician, you desire power.
Yeah.
And it can, there's certain people who maybe they want to be politicians because they want to help, right? But even if you want to be a politician because you want to help, you also desire power.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and most of the people I know that want to help, just go help. They work for a not-for-profit.
There's
they
tons
start
of ways
a
to help.
foundation. Like most of the people I know that really want to help, they just do that.
Tons of ways to help.
The best
Tons of
politician
ways
would
to help.
never want to be a politician. Like the best leader.
It
would be
never
like, I don't
wants to
want
be
that.
100%. Now, so these people want to be politicians. They want to win the elections. They want to have the power. People who have this addiction to power.
Yep.
Right? Why do you have an addiction to power? Because you like to use that power. You like the way that power, people treat you when you have that power. Right? There is something dangerous. There is something nefarious that comes with the yearning for power.
yeah.
Okay? I'm not surprised that people who are addicted to power are willing to dedicate their life to being in positions of power, act weirdly around people, and try to use that power around people, especially those that are less powerful, and get off on the usage of that power around the people that either depend on them or are less powerful and kind of have to do with what they're saying.
Yeah, they don't stop expressing their power, exerting it over people that
They're
can't
not
help it.
serial killers, right? They're not like serial rapists, right? They're not that horrible with it where like they need to feel powerful and they're going to imprison a fucking woman in an attic so that they feel all the power and control over that person, right? That's what like the serial rapist, serial killer, some shit you see on fucking Law and Order SVU, right? That's that kind of stuff. That's the extreme version. They're like right before that, right? They're like right here, right? So what I'm trying to understand is if you had that like disgusting disease inside you where you just constantly crave this power, is it that shocking that you're going to use it, especially around your staff and especially around the sex that you are attracted to? If you're gay, it's going to be to dudes. You see this happening in Hollywood all the time. Gay dudes doing it to dudes, straight dudes doing it to women, right? You see it in every different field.
I mean,
You're
even
gonna
powerful
use
women will do it to their younger men.
100%.
Yeah.
We know a good friend of ours had a powerful woman do it to them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's this famous quote that I always think about that's like, great men are hardly ever good men. And like, I kind of think that's true.
Yeah.
Like, to be great in the sense that like you've done something like substantial, like governmentally or like politically or something like that. We're talking like the elites of the elites. It's hard to get there by being a good guy. And the type of qualities that take you to the top of being like, you know, a Fortune, 100 CEO or something, typically make
Ruthless.
you a little ruthless,
Yeah,
a
there's
little
a moral
maniacal.
ambiguity you have to have where it's like, I know that's probably what's right, but this is what gets us where we need to go. So let's
Yeah,
fucking
I
do
shouldn't,
that.
try to coerce my intern to sleep with me, but I can, and it's not. Is it really wrong? But like, they rationalize things in their brain in like a specific way.
She wants it.
Yeah, that's what they tell themselves.
She wants it. And what would happen to me? What could happen to me? I'm so powerful that nothing can happen.
Yeah.
Right? And they really start to believe this shit. And that's why they're absolutely terrified by like Me Too movement and these other movements because they're like, wait a minute, my power doesn't work?
Yeah.
Usually I just quiet these people. Usually I tell them, hey, I'm going to get you a job somewhere. I'm going to get you a movie role. I'm going to get you a political position. You're going to be on someone's staff. So you would rather be on this staff. You have these aspirations for a political career. Wouldn't you rather be on someone's staff than complain about me?
And
I can put you there.
It goes both ways though. Like that's why I don't like when people get super tight when like people criticize like historical figures. Like they're like, oh, maybe Abraham Lincoln wasn't like a perfect guy. I'm like, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Like he lived so long ago. Like he was a super powerful person, one of the most powerful people in the world. Like yeah, he probably fucked up a lot and did really egregious things.
Yeah.
So like I think that goes for anyone that's quote unquote great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
the thing is that you've got to judge greatness within a vacuum, right? Like we're judging like the athletic greatness within a vacuum. Like there are athletes that probably were pieces of shit, maybe neglected their families, weren't great husbands, but they still average a fucking triple-double one season. Then, oh my God, okay, that was a great season. You don't become a less good basketball player because of the shit you did outside your life.
Yeah.
Right.
And Abraham Lincoln doesn't become a less good politician because of the things he did in his personal lives or the way that he treated people, et cetera.
Right. Yeah. You also need to judge those figures based on the time they lived in.
Yes, that's also an important component.
Yeah,
100%.
But there's just the overreactiveness when people look, especially like American history, even current politicians, where they're like, oh, he's perfect, he's great. That people that especially feel victimized by the things that they did do, whether it's like racist, sexist, homophobic, then they'll come out and be like, no, he's actually the worst.
Yes.
And it's like, he's not the worst and he's not the best. He's just a human being that did good things and also fucked up. Now, as far as Cuomo goes, like you can look at the good stuff he did, be like, all right, and then also, punish him and shit on him for the fucked up things.
You're a product of your time. You're a product of your culture.
But I'm never surprised when great men do fucked up things. I'm like, you're gonna abuse your power. That's why you want power.
It's not about like a great man thing. It's just like man does fucked up shit. Woman does fucked up shit. Great men have a spotlight.
Yeah.
Great men have a ledger. People are remembering it. Everything you do as a great man gets minted to the blockchain. Okay?
Yeah.
So every single thing in George Washington's life, once he became that dude, becomes important. Oh, he chopped down a cherry tree? I don't even know if that was him. Was that him? You know what I'm saying? It was him, right? It's like, how many motherfuckers chopped down a cherry tree? You didn't know that. You don't know what the fuck you did in your backyard.
Yeah.
Nobody knows until you become great. And then all of a sudden that story about you in high school. One time in high school, he actually, helped this person with a wheelchair across the street. Now that's part of your story. You're the wheelchair helping guy.
And there's also something to power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like,
Yep.
a lot of those guys are wired that way, but also if you're just a regular guy who gets power, you can still probably go that way pretty easily.
Yes, 100%. 100%. What up, people? You just watched a clip from our weekly Patreon episode. You can support the Flagrancy. You can support this unapologetic, unfiltered, uncensored content that we drop weekly on our Patreon at patreon.com/flagrant2. You want to go join? You should, because it's the top 10 Patreon in the fucking world. That's right, for good reason. Go check out why at patreon.com/flagrant2. All right, peace.